what God demands from you, actually what your Atma demands from you, is to be yourself. No? He don't ask you, you have to be this, you have to be that. No. In your mind, you have all these ideas of what you have to be. All the concept, how you were saying, that we build, all this concept in life we build. We have to be somebody to be accepted. We have to have a name. We have to have fame. You have to have money. We have to have this. We have to have that. There's so many wants and needs, but we lose ourselves into that. There's so many expectations. For once, if you close your mind from the outside and look at yourself and ask, look at you. Bring yourself back to when you were a child, like you were saying. No? A child doesn't have any problem or worry. Everything is perfect. Everything is fine. But why, when you get older, nothing works? When a child wants to do something, the child just be. No? Everything works for the child. Even if it doesn't work, the child's mind is not attached to that. But how is our cycle? Our cycle is like this. If something doesn't work, we get paranoid about it. We want to have it. By any means, we want to have it. And we become crazy about it. We lose our peace, we lose our joy, we lose our happiness. We lose everything actually due to our demand, due to our desire. When the most important thing which God have given you is love, no? Love is God, we said, no? Why do you think we say love is God? God loves you the way you are. He accepts you the way you are. There's no any demand upon what God has put upon you. Love is the same thing. Love just wants you to be who you are. Blissful. You're good how He have created you. Do you think Bhagwan make any mistake? He don't create any mistake in His creation. But our ideas which you have borrowed, no, we have to be this, we have to be that. We yearn to be different. We built such an empire inside of our head. But the moment this come crashing down upon you, reality have to show itself sooner or later. No? You can build and ideas, you can build, so many demands inside of your mind. When it doesn't get fulfilled, what will happen? It overwhelms you. That will have to crush down sometimes. That ideas is also on the spiritual path also, people do that. Don't think that spirituality, people are free from that. No, very often they think that, yes, they are the best of all. They're the most knowledgeable. They're the savior of everybody else. That also will crush down upon. Because, you see, life is simple. Love is simple. God is simple. Vittal is simple. When we look at the saints of Maharashtra, in the simplicity, how did they surrender to Him? What made them surrender to Him? It is love. And in that love, Bhagwan demands that they are just themselves. When we look at Tukaram Maharaj, everybody was against him. Did he change his way? No. He was himself. His wife was against him, was always fighting with him. Did he change for that? No, he didn't. He was himself. You see, when you are yourself, everybody else will have problem with you. But you will not have problem with yourself. This is a problem, in this world. When you are yourself, but you see, who can say they are themselves? When you have borrowed ideas, since small, have been fed you with ideas how you have to be in the society, how you have to be in the world to be accepted. Then when would you be yourself? When would you have time to be yourself? When would you have time to really say, yes, I want to live. I want to be. Not how people are thinking about me. I'm not the one to live my life because my children think of me like this, or my husband think of me like that, my wife think of me like that. When would you be yourself? Huh? This is the point, you see. You come, you ask. Now, the Guru have not changed anything. No, the Sadguru have always talked about one thing: be yourself, love. So, but what is this love? We talk about divine love, yes. We can go into a fantasy and create a certain reality about that. But actually, love is when you come in contact with your true self, where all the illusion is dropped. That's what love is. That's what acceptance is. Everything else, which is all around, they're all limited. Very quickly you go in, very quickly you go out. Short term. But those that is eternal, lasts for long, forever, it takes time to reveal itself. And that is the thing that no one truly wants. We can say, yes, Guruji, I have surrendered myself to you, I have taken initiation, I'm a devotee, I'm very devoted, I do my sadhana, everything. Very often I ask people, one thing, who do you think you're fooling? You think you're fooling God by pretending? You think you're fooling the Sadguru by pretending? But look at the mercy of God and Sadguru. They are always in the mode of giving. They constantly remind that doesn't matter. You have to be yourself. You have to be that self which you don't even know yet. But yet, you're running towards an ideas of things. Yes, you are on the spiritual path. Have you accept yourself? Have you accept how God have created you? Have you know what is life itself? What is your life? That game of life, that is the most beautiful, the most precious things that God have given you to build a relationship with Him. Do you see your life as grace, kripa? No? Or do you see your life as a burden? We come to the Sadguru. We ask, even when we come and ask him, we do. Look at our ego, how big it is, you know. In life, whatever we have achieved, no, we have achieved it by what? I, me, my own ego, no? And that's what we want to show to everybody. But actually, this is not reality. Sooner or later, like I said, that big empire that you have built upon, because it is built upon ideas, sooner or later, it come crashing upon you. When you are with yourself, your turn within, what have you achieved? Then you look at your life, you're still empty. One have not achieved anything. That is why when you have God in your life, even the impossible become possible. Because in that presence is not about you anymore. It's about him. That's why when you come to the Sadguru, you know, for once, you have to open up your heart. You have to be sincere. Just speak sincerely from your heart itself. You know. Open up your heart and, you know, you will see the moment you become sincere, how everything takes its place. We have seen that in many devotees' life. We have seen that, you have seen that in your life. When you go with your ego, Dana, you can't do much. Just simple way, if you just open sincerely and offer everything to the feet of Sri Hari. It's not just bow down there, you know. No. Open up your heart. Pour it there. You will see that all the external and the superficial things, all the things that, yes, outside we pretend to be, only of the outside, Bhagavan is not interested in that. That is the game of your mind. That is the game of your ego. Do you think God is interested in that? Do you think God is interested how beautiful you are on the outside, the masquerade of the outside? And inside you are empty? You are dry, you're dark inside completely? No, that is not interested about this. That is what your mind wants you to understand on the outside. Bhagavan look from inside. The Sadguru is seated inside of your heart. He look from deep inside. And then when you are sincere with it, you know, all which is superficial, all what is not needed, that all drop away. That's why when you come in front of Sadguru, you come in front of Bhagavan, you is in front of the Vigraha, you have to be sincere. And that sincerity, this is when your heart is open truly. That's why when you look at the saints, whenever they come to their Guru Maharaj, what happened to them? There's only tears which is flowing from their eyes. When they put their head at the feet of the Sadguru, is their heart which is placed on the lotus feet of the Sadguru. There's no need to talk. When their heart is open up, there's no word, And this is the reality. When you meet the Sadguru, one place one head at the feet of the Master. But very often one don't talk from the heart itself, All the talk what they do is the blah, blah, blah of the mind, the insecurity, the fear that they have into their head. But it's not the sincereness of their heart itself. You talk about so many things. You talk about everything which everybody knows. You do everything just as a show. So look at it when you sit. Okay, you can see that in the world itself. When people sit, what do they talk? They chit-chat. So useless thing. Word which doesn't have any power. Dead. And yet you see people laughing and enjoying themselves so happily. Very often I have observed that, When you observe deeply, you see none of them are sincere. They are all playing the same game with each another. And deep inside of them, each one knows that they are playing a game. They are pretending, but they're still laughing and cracking jokes about petty things. The word of the Sadguru, the word of the saints, the sadhus, it carries something deep, something which is alive, They are not dead, It is something that transforms you. That's why when you come to the Sadguru, when you come to the ashram, when you come to the temple, you have to pour out that what is from the deepness of yourself. Do you think God doesn't know that you have problem in your life? He himself gave it to you. He's a doer of everything, no? Do you think he don't know that your children have problem? Do you think he don't know that your work is not going well? You think he don't know. But he knows. But you don't know, but he know about it. You think that you are the best one, you know better than even him. That's why when you come in front of him, you can't pour out from within you what is the most important. You pour out what is not that important for you. Because you have never come to the point of really feeling that what is sincere inside of you to let it out. You have always been told not to let out that sincerity, not to be yourself. Since small actually, when you want to be yourself, you have been taught not to be yourself. And when you come on the spiritual path, the Sadguru tell you, no, you have to do opposite. Because you see, Bhagwan is not interested in how much money you have. He's not interested in your name, fame, the ego. When you come on the spiritual path, first thing that it is important to understand, how can I serve? No. Guru Nanak Dev Ji said, no, that service is very important. Service doesn't mean only, yes, let's serve like this and like that. No. Service is in every day of your life itself. Each moment of your life, there is time to serve. You're cleaning, it's a service. No? You're looking after the garden, it's a service. This is one thing which is very important, service. When you serve, that is when bhakti start to manifest inside of your heart. When you are sincere with yourself, that is when bhakti start to manifest inside yourself. But look at nowadays how it is. No? People want to serve, but yet the ego is running in front. They want to be seen, they want to be here, they want to be... No, service is done in the quietness, when even if you don't even think that God knows about it. The same way you hide all your true reality deep inside of you, thinking even the Sadguru don't know about it, you want to hide it. Service must be like that also.